Hi guys, welcome back. Smartwatches are available from plenty of manufacturers, but the most popular one is the Apple Watch. Well, it's mainly because it's actually one of the best smartwatch that is available as of now. And this time with the Apple Watch Series 5, even though it's a minor update from the Series 4, it has some really important things, and I feel it's almost a complete smartwatch. The design is the same iconic Apple Watch design, and you can actually get the watch in different material finishes, and the one I got is the aluminum one, which is by the way the cheapest. Well, by now most of you guys might know that there are two sizes for the Apple Watch, where the small one is 40mm, while the big one is 44mm, and this one is the big one. The display used on the Apple Watch Series 5 is a really good one, and it is an LTPO OLED display. The display has great colors with excellent viewing angles, and also it's a very bright display, so even while you are outdoors, you won't have any issues with the display. And yes, there is still Force Touch in the Apple Watch, and that is usable in many areas. Now before getting this watch, I had the Apple Watch Series 2, and compared to that, this display, since it extends more to the edges with curved corners, it looks much better. But this is actually the same display that we all saw in the Apple Watch Series 4 with one major difference. And that difference is one of the key upgrades this time, and what it is that it's now an always on display. So now you can always see the time on the watch and you don't have to do this awkward motion to check the time. Well, this feature works great, and one of the best thing here is that based on your watch face, you get a dimmer version of it when your wrist is down, and I feel this feature was a much needed one, and finally we have it. Well, Apple got this to work because of the new hardware tech, and therefore the Apple Watch Series 4 won't be getting it. It is a great feature and obviously a much needed one, but it does impact the battery life. I have tested the watch battery with the always on display on, as well as by keeping it off, and by the way you can actually turn it on or off based on your preference. And when I left it on, after a full day of use, I had 25 to 30% battery life, and when it was off, I could easily get 2 days of battery life. So that's something you have to keep in mind. Well, for me, I always charge my watch at night, and therefore I kept the always on display on all the time. The watch's core things are still very familiar, and here the present operating system is watchOS 6. It is available to all Apple Watches except the very first one, and it has some great new features, but I'm not going to go over it. But what I'm going to check here is how the performance is. Well, the processor used here is the S5 chip, and it is a 64-bit dual-core processor, and it is a pretty powerful one, and therefore browsing through the interface, opening apps, and all stuffs is good. I did see some occasional hiccups, but overall the watch is snappy, and therefore you can jump through apps, invoke Siri with your voice, reply to messages, answer calls, etc. Well, I've always thought that answering call in Apple Watch was a bit of a stress because the speakers were not very loud, but here with the Series 5, the speakers do sound much better. Well, the speakers haven't improved from the Series 4, but compared to other Apple Watches, it did improve a lot. And that improvement is noticeable even while rotating the digital crown. There is this more precise sticking motion with the help of Taptic Engine, and overall compared to the Apple Watch Series 3 or below, there is great refinement. And even the heart rate sensor has improved, and now you can even measure ECG with the Apple Watch. I'm not sure whether the ECG measured is correct, but this is a great feature to have. And also the Apple Watch is always a great fitness tracker with a lot of different exercise options, and the watch does track stuff pretty accurately. Well, all these things were present in the Apple Watch Series 4 other than the always on display. Now there are a couple of other new things here for the Series 5 compared to the Series 4, and one of the main thing in that is now you get a compass, and it does work well. In the compass app, you can see that there is this confidence cone which shrinks based on north, and obviously adding a compass is a neat addition. But one thing you might have figured out by now is that the Series 4 and the Series 5 watch are not very different, and in fact if you have the Series 4 watch, there is no need in checking the Apple Watch Series 5 unless you really need one of the new material finishes available or the always on display feature. But that's when comparing this watch with the Series 4. Now if you take the Series 4 out, then obviously this is the best smartwatch to go as of now. But there is still a catch in that because the Apple Watch only works with an iPhone, and therefore if you have an Android phone, then you need to check something else. But I feel presently there isn't anything as good as this watch. The tiny things like the watch faces available are plenty, and there are some really good ones. Well, still there isn't any third-party watch faces, but with this much options available, I feel missing out on third-party watch faces is not a big deal. Then the app launcher can be set in list view if you don't like the grid style, and for the apps available out of the box, that is all the necessary and important ones, and also now you get an app store in the watch, which is not yet a fully independent one, but still there are some options available. But what makes this watch special is all the things together, like the well-crafted and sturdy build with Apple software integration. What I use my Apple Watch mainly is to check the notifications so that I don't have to rely a lot on my phone, and I would just take my phone if it's an important notification. Then I do like the fact that it does track calories burned and how much exercise I did with great accuracy. Then I could do a quick calculation or even do a quick reply to a message. Well, on top of all these things, the most important stuff is obviously checking time. The Apple Watch Series 5 does all this with almost great perfection. But still, there are some things I'm not a fan of, and the main thing in that is the price. I do get the fact that this is a premium product, but for a starting price tag of 43,900 Indian rupees for the 44mm aluminum version, it is not very justifiable. Then I do wish the battery life could have been better so that even with the always on display feature on, you could get at least 2 days of battery life. And some of the software things that Apple could fix is the still annoying notification you get to stand up while you're driving. And also, in case if you're wondering about the durability of this product, well, the aluminum side does stay well over time, and same as the back sensor casing, but the screen will get minor scratches over the course of time. And also, the watch is water resistant, and therefore you can go for a swim with the watch. The Apple Watch Series 5 is a product that I would suggest to buy if you're looking to buy the best smartwatch to go with your iPhone. But still, the main question is whether it's a necessity. And the answer is, it is certainly not. Now, compared to the watch Apple had initially offered, it is a much better and very refined product which looks sleek with some great high tech, and also a product which helps in the health and fitness side, even though there is still no sleep tracking option. Now, if you're just looking to buy a smartwatch for your iPhone, then the Apple Watch Series 3 is still a good option considering the price of it is way cheaper than the Series 5. But like I said before, as of now, if you want the best smartwatch that is available in the market, then it is the Apple Watch Series 5. That's all for this video, guys. Hope you liked it. If so, please do hit the like button, and also please do subscribe. See you again in the next one. Till then, bye.